Greetings YouTube. I want to start off this video with two things. First, I want to say thank you to everyone who commented, who responded to the video I put out yesterday on this really serious issue regarding those who exploited Kabam's system during the beta test and have been permanently banned. Everyone's insights on both sides of the argument were really well crafted, and for the most part, I just saw a lot of passion and a lot of commentary, and I really appreciate those that kept it civil and lively and really gave me something to have faith in when it comes to this community. But I want to direct you now to a Reddit post by CrowdDog79. Now, I'm going to start this video off by saying something that I don't want to get lost in what else I'm about to say. I do not think there is any justification for spending thousands and thousands and thousands of units on items that you know you shouldn't be able to keep. And for those that actually sent items to their alliance, that was one of the dumbest and greediest and least thought out plans I've ever seen in this game. So there is absolutely no ethical justification for that, and I want anyone who's watching this to make sure that they aren't clicking it and thinking, well, Prof Huff sticking up for the people who basically stole from Kabam. But I do want to point out on this video, if I read the text of what I'm about to read you, what I would think that the message meant based off of seeing this for the first time. This is not to try to justify any behaviors. This is simply what I would think or at least interpret from the words on the screen. So, CrowdDog79 was one of the users who apparently got a permanent ban, and he was brave enough to basically post on Reddit his story. And if you haven't seen this post, I want to bring it to your attention because you can see he took a screenshot. Now, when he was in the beta test, the screenshot, which was to purchase the $100 All Father Odin's Vault, said, beta testers aren't charged for this in-app purchase. And this is the key. It will only be available during testing. So if I was in the beta test and I saw that message pop up, I would assume that you were basically playing around with what's essentially monopoly money. It's fake money. It doesn't count. And if I am reading a message that says this will only be available during testing, I am assuming no matter what I do, that Kabam is going to take away the resources and take away whatever I use those units for. I have no idea why they were even given the opportunity to buy free units in the first place. I guess when you log into the beta, you're overriding the regular purchase payment system that everybody else sees, whether or not you're on an Apple or an Android. But regardless, the words, it will only be available during testing, implies that this is fake money, fake units, fake items, and anything you do, I don't care if you tweak your masteries, I don't care if you open 5-star crystals or Grandmaster featured crystals, none of it matters. Now, that being said, it is kind of surprising. I mean, think if they had used all of these items to buy thousands of potions and done something like beaten Labyrinth of Legends with infinite units. Yes, those items can be taken away, but with the progress, and I think that's where the slippery slope comes in. But I just want to point out that, and I'm very thankful to this guy for being brave enough and honest enough to talk about what he saw through this, and it was smart that he took a screenshot to prove this, because I would not have thought this before. But I would read that and think to myself, I'm not necessarily doing anything unethical because Kabam has anticipated that some people would buy these units, which is why this message has already been posted, but it's also letting them know that everything they do, all progress they think they're making in the game, will 100% be taken away as soon as the beta test closes. I also want to point out, I've heard from 3 different people in the beta test who have told me that even though they weren't the ones that got permanently banned and they didn't do anything like this, they still found it to be very strange and off-putting that when Kabam let them in the beta test, there was little to no direction whatsoever. They basically just said, play the game and see if your phone has any issues, and that's it. And that is Kabam's fault for not giving any clear and concise direction. It wouldn't have to be like a super long tutorial or anything, maybe just a couple of sentences letting users know what to expect in this beta test, but they were so ill prepared. Maybe it was because they have several job openings still to fill at their company, I don't know. But regardless, you can't expect people to not wander a little bit in a program like this if you don't give them any direction whatsoever. I'm not saying that justifies buying thousands and thousands of dollars of fraudulent units, especially when it comes to purchasing crystals or, for that matter, gifting anything to your alliance mates. That's just flat out stupid, unethical, and wrong. But regardless, Kabam also needs to realize beta tests are a good thing for the game. They're a good thing for the community, and we don't want them to go away. So in the future, if you're giving a beta test to the community and have volunteers offer to risk their devices for you, you need to give them some direction that at least takes one of your interns 20 minutes to write up and send out. And if nothing else, offer like a really small compensation package. I'm not saying it's anything significant like a bunch of 5-star shards, but something at the beginning of the test to let them know they'll be fairly compensated and that there should be no temptation to take away that compensation by doing something unethical. But thank you again to CrowdDog79 for clarifying what message you saw when you logged in. I am not saying that I am siding with this guy. He actually said that he takes full responsibility, and maybe this is a blessing because he's taken so much time into the game that this actually frees him up to enjoy life outside of the game. But I can see, dude, if that message popped up on my phone, I would think, okay, I guess they're anticipating that I'm going to make some free purchases, and that's why they're telling me now, whatever you do, just know it's not real, it's not going to last, and we're going to take it away. It's not saying, don't purchase it, you will lose your game privileges. It's just saying, hey, we know as a beta tester, you're probably going to buy these units, so just so you know, you're not going to be charged because your items are going to go away. And so it almost sets up the expectation that you can buy units, but you can't do anything with the items that you get. Not, hey, if you do this thing that we know you're probably going to do, you're going to be permanently banned from the game. So that's my 2 cents. I don't know if you agree. I don't know if you disagree, but please comment below and let me know your thoughts. And thanks again to this guy for being open enough and transparent enough to give us an idea of what he saw behind the scenes as a beta tester before his account was permanently taken away from him. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a great Saturday.